Yo, what's going on guys, Vhosythe here, and in this video today, as you can probably tell from the title, we're going to be talking about Borderlands 3. What are my plans? What am I thinking about doing? And what kind of content am I considering rolling out when the game finally drops on September 13th? I also want to talk about some channel updates. Obviously, this channel's been growing. You guys have been absolutely amazing when it comes to supporting just the work I do. The heavy edits are totally worth the time. I look forward to posting them, and I love seeing your guys' reactions, so thank you so much. And I also want to talk about something later in the video that rolled out a couple weeks ago, but I never made an official video for it. So all exciting stuff here. It's really refreshing to get behind the microphone and touch base with you guys, because I noticed as my channel grows and it's becoming this new thing that, you know, I started as of this year with just like heavy edits and stuff. I noticed I've been removing more and more of my personality from just a vocal standpoint, you know, talking in videos, and it's being replaced with just me and my personality through editing and just the random stuff that I do. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. It's really cool. But Borderlands 3, what are my plans? What am I thinking about doing? As you guys know, I posted a post up on the community tab of my YouTube channel, and it more or less said, what kind of Borderlands 3 content would you guys like to see from me? We had some interesting answers, and we also had some stuff that I expected and some things that I never thought about doing. And I'm really excited when the game drops. I have some good news and some bad news. September 13th, I will be in London. That is the day that I fly out for London, actually. And I won't be back until September 23rd. So there's going to be 10 days of no Borderlands 3 on my YouTube channel. And I'm happy that I'm getting this across now, because I don't want to... I plan on scheduling uploads, but I don't want something to post right after September 13th, have everyone waiting, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? What is this? So just expect that, you know, no Borderlands 3 until I get back. When I get back, I'm going to try and record footage, obviously enjoy the game, and get something out as quick as possible. I don't know what the first video is going to be, but at least you guys will be aware that, you know, I have catch up to play. So I will have a full day before I go back to work, because I work a regular 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, so all the editing that I do actually is right after work, and then I usually do heavy amounts of editing on the weekend. So let me answer the question that I'm sure you guys probably have, like, what's going on in your head? What are you planning for the game? Like, what's a for certain? I could tell those of you who are watching this video, Best of Borderlands is definitely coming back for Borderlands 3. That's a given. One of the first videos that I want to do right off the get-go is Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina, the best of, is the biggest video on my YouTube channel. It's actually going to be the first video that I've made that's going to hit 1 million views eventually. It was the first to hit 500,000. It's the most viewed video on my YouTube channel, and that's just totally insane. You know, just to think about 1 million views, it makes my jaw drop. I feel like so many people love Tiny Tina, and Tiny Tina, from start to now, I would say she has definitely grown on me, and I'm just loving every second that we're getting of her, especially with the Commander Lilith DLC when that came out. It was just an absolute treat to put together such a short video and just say, yo, we got some more stuff to work with here. So it makes me really sad, you know, trying to find other outputs for Tiny Tina. Obviously Borderlands 1 pre-sequel, there's nothing, so I'm excited to get my hands on fresh Tiny Tina content and to just throw my take on it and deliver it to you guys. So that's one of the first things that you can expect. Of course, once I beat the game, I'll be playing catch up, but it's gonna happen eventually. That's the first thing I plan on working on, without a doubt. I would say on top of that, obviously the complete randomness when it comes to side quests. I know there's a demand for the young boy Blake. Blake has been hanging out. We're actually working on a video right now that is gonna be coming out within the next couple of days, I would say. So at the time that I'm recording this video, it's currently Wednesday, August 21st. I'm gonna try and have that video out with Blake within the next couple days after I post this one. This video will probably go live tomorrow, Thursday, August 22nd. So I'm gonna try and get the Blake one out over the weekend. So for those of you who are watching, just a sneak peek at what the next video is gonna be. But yeah, I know a lot of people want like a playthrough with Blake in Borderlands 3, and I know for those of you who watched the Oblivion video that I did with Blake called "This Game Will Change You," I noticed there were a couple comments saying, you know, this needs to be a thing, or at least that's where the reaction came from. I had a few people DM me and message me off YouTube, and they were just saying, yo, you know, you should totally do a playthrough with Blake for Borderlands 3 because that would be absolutely amazing. The two of you playing the game together, it would just be really cool. And I would say I would love to do that, but that would be a massive from start to end commitment. And for me, I really want to diversify the amount of content that I put out on Borderlands 3. So I'm thinking about doing just the funniest side quests with Blake. And of course, we'll be playing other games as well. But right now, what we're talking about, the main focus is Borderlands 3. So that's something, of course, you guys can look forward to. Obviously, the meme stuff is going to be there, and just complete randomness, whatever I just decide to jumble together, like, you can expect that 100%. And then what I want to do is I want to actually get my phone out and go to the community tab to see what you guys said. I replied to some of these comments, and I wish I could see my replies, but I can't on the phone. So I'm going to read some of these, just some really cool ideas that I had never thought about and how I feel about them, just reading off this right now. So the first one that I'm pulling up here that I think is extremely interesting, Shiny428 says, what about parody music videos? Now, ever since Mr. Blake became a thing, this has been one of the most popular comments that I've gotten, specifically on Blake videos, like a full music video with Mr. Blake. And I would absolutely love to do that. Behind the scenes, I would definitely have to A, come up with a script, B, come up with an original track for the young boy Blake to drop his bars on, of course, or I could use something royalty free, and then 3, just putting together some funny crap to edit and just combine to make that music video. That would be really interesting. Or of course I could base it on Borderlands 3. Editing the trailer, even though it was a really minor edit, the Happy Together trailer for Borderlands 3, that was really fun, and that definitely gave me a feel for doing something like that. So it's something that I definitely might look into in the future, without a doubt. Oscar V writes meme builds. I have no idea exactly what what that's supposed to be, but yeah, that sounds interesting. Tempest Stormbreaker says Jungle Weirdos. It took me a second to register what exactly that meant, but he's talking about Eden 6. I plan on recording a lot of Eden 6 because that looks like the coolest planet out of all the planets that, you know, I've personally watched gameplay trailers on. I'm really excited for Eden 6 and all the wildlife. Hopefully it's like space, Australia space, weirdos in space sort of vibe, to where there's just a whole bunch of nut jobs running around that, you know, I could just film and put something together. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for Jungle Weirdos with that. Hell, I might even use that as a title, so thank you for the inspiration. I love when you guys do this because it really does give me ideas, and it helps me think outside of the box, you know, just the normal usual things that I would think of and do. And of course, there are a crap ton of Best of Borderlands requests, and I'm telling you guys, this is coming directly from me. Not only is it coming back, the first Best of Borderlands 3 video is going to be for Tiny Tina. So that is some exclusive info that I'm dropping here. You can hold me to my word. I promise you it's coming, and I am so excited for it. Another nice way to keep up with me when it comes to obviously Borderlands 3 news and everything is my Discord. And another reason why I mention my Discord is because Obviously, it's probably the most direct way of talking to me and just getting my opinion on something and just talking to other people who are into just the content and everything that we're doing here. It's a cool little community, and the reason why I bring all of this up in the end here is because I want to do some nights to where I play with people in the Discord server, play Borderlands 3 or even some of the other Borderlands games. It's really nice to treat myself to time off from editing. Obviously, I love editing, I love filming and things like that, but it's really refreshing just to play video games. And one thing I noticed is when I'm randomly playing video games and not so much focused on filming or editing, etc., etc., that's when some of the best ideas come to mind. Like, I was playing Pre-Sequel and Weirdos in Space, it just became this idea that became the last video that I put out before this one that I'm currently recording, and I didn't expect that to really take off the way it did, but it was so well received, and playing through Pre-Sequel just for fun really opened up so many ideas with so many different routes. The game deserves love, but we'll save that for another video. So you can expect all those things. I'm really excited for all of this. Definitely follow me on my Twitter and Instagram as well for other social media just outputs that you can utilize to keep up with me and what I'm doing on the YouTube channel. And that's pretty much it when it comes to touching on Borderlands 3. It's a fresh new game with plenty of new content for me to work with, so get really excited. And if there's something that I didn't touch on in this video, and it's something great or something really cool that you yourself would love to see, definitely don't be afraid to run it by commenting on this video and just giving your opinion. You know, what would you be really excited to see from me? Because you never know, it might be something that I've never thought about myself, and I would love to implement it here and treat you guys to it. So don't be shy. Definitely don't be shy. I love talking to you guys. So with all that said, let's touch on some more exciting things that we have going on for this channel. A couple weeks ago, I released my first ever clothing collection for Vhosythe. I spent about a month or two designing just a couple pieces of clothing. I would say in total there's about 7 or 8 on there, and it's really cool to see these creations come to life, and it's even cooler to see that people have been using their hard-earned money to purchase something and getting pictures from you guys too. That's something that I definitely want. If you buy something from the collection, which I will link, it is represent.com. You can check it out on my channel. There's a link in the top right corner through those little hyper logos, and then I'm gonna link it in the YouTube description in this video as well. But it's just inspired by things that I'm interested in, things that I'm into. I love clothing. I'm big into fashion, believe it or not. So for me, it's a treat to put this together. I would say J fashion in specific. Like, I'm big on Japan. I absolutely love Japan. I finally got to go for the first time in April, and I would say it just inspired my overall creativity even more. And I definitely implemented that in this collection. And in this collection, a major reason why I chose this video to bring it up, if you guys check out the front page for the Vhosythe collection, you'll notice that there are 2 shirts that share the same design. These shirts are limited edition in quantity, 50 pieces each, and they were inspired from the Best of Brick, because right around the time I was working on the Best of Brick, I was designing this collection, and I said, you know what? I've really grown to appreciate Brick and the amount of growth that we've had on this channel, and I want to make something really cool for you all. And that idea became what I call today, and in the collection, the Prettiest Siren Club. So once again, that is something that is exclusive. It won't be around forever, but it's something that I think most of you who want it can definitely get your hands on. And I just want to say that if you decide to take your hard-earned money and buy something in this collection, please do not be shy. Don't be afraid to send me a picture wearing the stuff from the collection, because if you guys don't mind, I would absolutely love to share it on social media. it would be really, really cool to hop on Instagram and Twitter and tag you guys in a post and just throw that out there to say, this person's awesome, thank you so much. Continuing on with the exciting news, there was one other thing that happened a couple weeks ago that was just extremely awesome. I got contacted by Amino. Now, Amino is an app that you can download on your phone, and they more or less contacted me to see if I wanted to make Borderlands content for their app. I am a big fan of the app. I never knew about it, but I started using it before I made my decision, and I said to myself, it would be really cool to make content for Borderlands in a story format. So these stories more or less are similar to an Instagram style, except they all lead to, in the end, what's supposed to be a full-length video, but obviously this is something that is supposed to be received as short, quick, straightforward, to the point. So of course I'm doing the most random things, and I'm uploading exclusive content over there. So if you want more content from me and you can't stand waiting for just the YouTube uploads, definitely download the Amino app, search Vhosythe, and you'll find me and all the Borderlands stuff that I've done over there. So once again, just more exclusive content for you guys to have to enjoy. And with all that being said, we're pretty much caught up. Now, there are a few other things that are on the horizon, and I'm really excited to share it, but I can't just yet. And I know anyone hates hearing that, but the reason why I added that to this video is because none of it could be possible if it weren't for you guys. Just the constant support and you guys enjoying what I'm doing, it's just a blessing in itself, and it's led to all these opportunities. So I just want to close this video out and saying thank you guys so much for the continuous support, and I'm really excited for Borderlands 3 and everything else that we're going to do with this channel. Of course there's going to be other games, so no worries there either. I have really cool ideas, and there are so many different ways I want to go with just what we've been doing here. So thank you again so much. Have a good night, guys. This has been Vhosythe. Later.